Another sunrise in the end of days. Chaotic frequencies hits just right. With the head in a jar, we're feeling alright. Broadcast signal bending space and time. Coffee-fueled chaos on the morning line. From the cartoon realm to the cyber sky, we're diving head first while the satellites cry. Steel and static, blackened chrome. The future's broken, but we're still home. Morning dive in a coffee. Fuel the machine and ignite the day. Morning dive in a coffee. Surfing the timeline all the way. Ghosts in the signal, fire in the wire. Java in our veins, turn the frequency higher. Morning dive in a coffee. Dive into the madness and start the day. Head case glows with a radioactive grin. Nuclear colors dripping from within. Industrial heartbeat pounding through the screen like a synthie nightmare from a fever dream. Cowboy Dan signal cuts across the years, laughing at paradoxes and our fears. From future wastelands to a retro sunrise, we're chasing tomorrow through electric eyes. Coffee static. Coffee static. Coffee static. And radio waves burning through the night. Morning dive and a coffee. The future's awake and we're leading the fight. 1,000 years ahead, one cup at a time. Dive deep, drink up. Static fades, synth echoes.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. KJCowboyDan here on a Tuesday morning. It's a morning dive and a coffee episode 2. I am here with my boy Head Case. That's right. He's got a case of the heads, and he is in the case, or on the case, should we say, on how things are going today in his neck of the woods. Let's hear it from the West Coast. Head Case, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, buddy. I don't know if it's all the coffee I had to drink or what, but that song really gets me pumped up. Morning, everybody out there on the East Coast. Over here on the West Coast, it's 7:54 a.m. I got my espresso in hand, and we're going live with KJ Cowboy Dan.
I don't know about live, but we were here yesterday. We were here last week. We were here tomorrow. We're going to be here again.
All right.
So a lot has been going on in our world. For those people who are watching on the Twitter side, you know what I'm talking about. Feel free to click the heart button over there on Twitter if you're watching over there. And if you're watching over on the YouTube side, make sure you click that thumbs up. Hit the bell notification for when you know we're going live. Also, feel free to make sure that you give everybody a follow. Give the real Head Case a follow. Give me a follow if you haven't already done so.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody out there. We are going to be talking about food, I think, today for one of
Oh,
our
amongst
subjects.
many things.
All
Food,
right, all
food,
right.
food, food.
Food.
We're gonna be
Who doesn't
talking
like
about
food?
we're gonna be talking about food, our coffee, our stuff, what not to eat at a restaurant that may or may not be questionable.
Sounds sus. Yeah.
Well, it's only sus if you let it be, I guess. Well, my thoughts. We're running on a empty tank today. I drank down 2 cups of coffee already, and not entirely awake. The brain is there, but it's just not wanting to turn over. It's like a 1947 Cadillac, or I don't even know if they made one back then, but it's an old car, and it's going yin 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 yin. And I hit that choke, and I give it a little bit more gas, and turn that key in the ignition, and it's going yin 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 yin. And I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to turn over.
Speaking of vehicles, I don't know if I told you, man. So when I woke up this morning, I had this whole plan. I was going to go get breakfast somewhere at this local breakfast burrito spot, and I was going to have my espresso and be sitting here, eating that and getting ready for the show. And I go out and I have a flat tire. Son of a gun, I got a flat tire, so I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't have enough time to change out the flat tire, so I had to just go live without my burrito, and that makes me sad.
Well, you know who else went without a burrito?
I'm scared to ask.
Last person to go live without a burrito after a little deflation was your girlfriend after her fake titties had popped. Oh, you couldn't ride that to the Taco Bell either.
That was pretty hardcore, bro. Did you not just hear I said I had a flat tire? That's easy. Way to rub it in, why don't you? Bringing my love life into it and everything.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Hey, love life. We're talking about fake titties, not real titties.
My burrito is my love life.
If we're talking about love life, we'd be playing the Sydney Sweeney song right now, but that ain't happening. For those people who don't know what we're talking about, go and check out the Sydney Sweeney song over at Suno.com. Sydney Sweeney's "Tell on the Floor" on Suno.com/KJCowboyDan. We're King Stat. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. I'm brain dead. Where Headcase and I had wrote a song special for you guys about Sydney Sweeney and what happens in the shower, and nobody's looking. Join us like that.
I hope she hears it and then wants to date me after she hears it.
Hey, you know what?
We
got to get that.
That was my whole goal behind the song.
Get that song shared out there more, and eventually she'll hear it if she hasn't already done so.
I think she's got a good sense of humor. It'll be all right.
Oh yeah, we got it. We got that thing. It's gonna hit the top 40 countdown. Casey Kasem, Rick Dees, or whatever, whoever's doing it nowadays. They'll be like, "Oh, Sydney Sweeney's towel on the floor." Yeah.
We might have to bleep out those F-bombs though.
Hey, Blake out the F-bombs. Blake, we'll throw out a whole bunch of bombs.
Yeah, we made a couple of versions of that song. So if you like country, like hip hop, we got a version of that, which is my favorite. And then we have more of like a ska punk version, which is Cowboy Dan's favorite, which is funny because he's Cowboy Dan.
Yeah, well, we got a few of them too. We got a whole bunch of those. We got a whole bunch of Cowboy Dan songs. So you know what happened? In 1986, pretty much 30 years ago.
What happened?
Top Gun was released.
Right on.
And you know who my favorite character from Top Gun was, and it was not your standard, it's not Maverick. It's
one of the beach playing women.
One of the beach playing women, absolutely. But Goose, man.
Yeah, Goose. Yeah, a lot of people like
Goose.
Goose.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards was in that beach volleyball scene, and he's kind of good guy. Yeah, he's fun guy. He's hilarious. I loved his character.
Aside from Val Kilmer, are those other people still there? Tom Cruise is still around.
Tom Cruise is still around. Well, they just did that sequel. What, 2 years ago? That's the
I
sequel.
didn't catch that. How was it?
No, it was real good. It was real good.
I did hear good things about it. Maybe I'll go back and watch like
Yeah,
both
it's a
of
real
them.
good movie. It was one of those typical wait 30 years sequels, but where they do a little bit of pass on the torch type of thing. But it was a good movie. I liked it. It was, especially at the time, like it came out, like people were trying to cancel it for being patriotic and stuff. So. But that didn't work because you can't cancel a good movie like Top Gun.
No. There's certain movies that just are classics, and even if you come up with a sequel, it's funny to me that every once in a while you get something like you're saying, Top Gun Maverick, that'll come out and people really like it. Um, but man, like they're really starting to do that, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm scared now. Every time I hear that they're coming out with a sequel of something that happened in the 80s, I'm just very afraid that they're gonna do something nasty with it. You know what I mean? Something underhanded.
Well, you got to be afraid, right? You got to be afraid until somebody opens their mouth. I mean, you become more afraid when you find out, oh, well, they cast Rachel Ziegler in the part.
Oh yeah,
Or,
that's what I'm afraid of.
when you hear those things, or like with the Supergirl thing, they're like, well, the Christian dads won't be happy, but then
Well, and that typically that's not the target audience for Supergirl. Target audience for Supergirl is nerds, middle-aged guys that when the comics were out, collected those because it was originally made. Sorry, ladies, it was made for men, because just the casting of it, and if you watch it, she's actually really tough and unforgiving to these guys that mistake her for weak or something because she looks very pretty. And they kind of did a little switcheroo with that. This time they kind of didn't make her as pretty as she could have been in the comics. The
oh, did
casting
you
was
see
off.
the memes? Did you see the memes?
I've been seeing the memes.
They've
Yeah, they're
they've
everywhere.
There's this one in particular that they compared her to the Neanderthal kid from the Land of the
Yeah,
Lost.
the little boy. Wait, I thought it was Mad Max.
Oh no, they have one of comparing her to that kid too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, like we're some of that stuff's funny, and a lot of it's meant just as humorous. But when you do cast somebody that looks like that, it doesn't matter. Unless it just happens to be Sydney Sweeney. They were gonna get people because they're complaining about it. I mean, it's inevitable. There'll always be people complaining about it. Although I think that they kind of asked for it a little bit more than they that they could have probably avoided it if they just went with the classic look, and not
Now, James Gunn's not going to do anything classic.
Oh no, he's not.
James Gunn ruined his stint in the Marvel universe and then doubled down on it with all that Guardians of the Galaxy bullshit.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was crud, in my opinion.
People
Ladies
love
and
it, though.
gentlemen, hold on
People
a
love
second.
it.
Check out chat right now. We got the one and only Captain Garantina. That's right. He just got himself a promotion. Over 7,000 followers on the YouTubes. How are
nice.
you doing, Captain Garantina? I can't wait until we get 4-star General Garantina.
Yeah.
got to let us know how many followers we need to get to before we get 4-star General Garantina. Now that's the Garantina I'm looking for.
So is a colonel above a general?
Colonel's one of those things that you get in a popcorn bag when you watch a bad
Like
movie.
Colonel Sanders? I thought it was part of the, no, I don't know all the rankings, but yeah, good to see you there, Captain. Thanks for joining us.
Mon Capitan Garantina, yes.
One of the things that may be a good part, and I'm just hoping that it is. I've seen some photos, and I don't know what to think yet, but the villain in this movie, the Supergirl movie, is played by Jason Momoa, and he's supposed to play Lobo. Now, Lobo in the comics was a really cool character. He had like really a crazy look. He looked like psycho all the time, and he had the spiky hair and blades all over his like jacket and stuff. I'm hoping they do his character good, at least, because he's been in some things that I didn't like their movies, but I like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Minecraft, because
Jason Momoa playing multiple characters in a single cinematic universe, I'm not a big fan of. I kind of have like the same reason why like people are like, oh, like Nick
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. Yeah, I know, but Nick Cage, Nick. He was Ghost Rider. Now he's Spider-Man. Now he's like, dude. And all he did was he played. It was friggin' Dick Tracy as Spider-Man. Every time I say this, people get pissed off, but it was not good. People are in their delusions. It was Dick Tracy as Spider-Man. They did every single James Cagney.
Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney.
Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney. It was horrible. I was not a big fan. And everybody's like, oh, it was the best thing in the world, man.
No.
It was so good. It was so good. I'm sorry. It was not.
It's one of those things where I think that people really like Nick Cage, and that's really what it is that they really like Nick Cage, and they just like it because
ass with their nose. Those people are up Nick Cage's ass with their nose. I'm sorry, but
they don't care about the show.
He's
they just want to see him
on
screen.
Meme over the years. And like, oh well, as long as he does like all the Nick Cage face jokes and whatnot, I'm sorry, but it.
And he was supposed to be Superman at one point too.
Well, the Superman thing, they dropped that. They were smart to drop that,
with the long hair. Yeah, that probably would have not aged well. It hasn't aged well.
No, it hasn't. And then they made fun of it in the Flash movie. Oh, they paid homage to it. No, they made fun of it directly. They directly made fun of it. They made it, and it was probably like the worst CG animation of that entire sequence of showing all the different Supermen. It was bad. It was legitimately bad.
Which begs the question too. Then if the viewings and the people's opinion in the studio, and they started looking at it and deciding, okay, this probably is not. People are not going to like it. Let's just scrap it and start over. It's exactly what they did. Why? I think maybe, contracts and things get in the way, money gets in the way, but why the reaction to all the pre-screenings and stuff for the Supergirl movie, they're just so terrible, and the projections keep going down and down and down.
Well, that's only because this people keep opening their mouths. When you have actresses who have a political agenda forced upon them by either their production house or their studio or whatever organization they're working with for some political cause or whatever, you have these actresses just opening their mouth, saying things that they shouldn't be saying. They're they're plummeting the value of the movie. Then you know, like people like James Gunn, he's gonna put his little political moral into the story. He's already you already know based off of the Superman movie that they pretty much cucked Superman down with a big old nerfing.
Horribly so.
The only thing good about that movie was fucking Guy Gardner and
You know, I was talking to one of our friends, Estefobos, about this, and he was posting about the comparisons between what Corn Sweat looks like in the movie and what he looks like in real life. And he's a straight stud in real life. Like they should have just let him look like that. He looks like Superman. And then they totally cucked him out and made him look all like super pale white and shaved. You know, it's just I don't know. And then what? It's not only that. It's not even what he looks like. They really put him down into a spot where the Green Lantern can make fun of him, you know, and which is, you know, kind of ironic, right? Because people have made fun of the Green Lantern movie for so long.
But the Guy Gardner Green Lantern, that's the only character that was done right, except for the costuming. It was horrible.
But he's not as powerful as Superman is, and that's the point I was trying to make. He might have powers, but Superman's supposed to be. He's so fast he can turn back time by spinning the world back the other direction. So you know, anyway, so they just dumbed him down. That's what you know. What my point is. And then they made fun of him. And you know, like,
nerfing his powers. So nerfing his powers is one thing. Nerfing the powers is one thing. When you legitimately cuck the character, though, by turning into a pussy boy, making him cry, you know, all
and
these,
lose.
you know, all these character aspect changes that they've done to Superman over the recent years is just absolutely horrible. Cucking him is not good. Nerfing his powers, he's been too OP in the first place. They have to nerf his powers if they want him to succeed and be believable as a character. Now, when it comes down to a few things like superheroes, you got to write a character that's believable. But when they wrote Superman, they kept like every issue they added a new power because they needed something that would be plot armor for having him get out of a situation. And then eventually they just like, oh, he's way too OP now. I mean, what do you got to do? You got to either retcon like, oh, well, that was just a one-time fluke power, laser eyes. Really, it's something that they pull out of the book like a quarter of the time, and it's like overdone. The flying thing, Superman does not fly. Superman leaps tall buildings in a single bound, but now he flies. He can just manipulate gravity now. He can just sit there and just float.
Yeah, and then so you know, of course, then now coming to Earth, I don't know what they're gonna do as far as training goes. I'm imagining there's gonna be minimal training, but then Supergirl is gonna have all of his powers, including she's even saying that she's gonna be more powerful than Superman, even though he's been on the planet for twice as long as her. Or
well, they did the same thing with the
way longer than that. Actually,
they did the same thing with the revamped Zod, and
they're just probably gonna do a montage. I could totally see him doing a montage, and she's just like training and stuff, like with the Rocky music in the back. And 5 minutes later, she's the best.
They're not.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're gonna sell sippy cups that make it look like an uncircumcised cock, and then walk away.
Oh yes, those fleshlights are interesting, are they not? And that's supposed to be a popcorn cup. You know, it's the worst looking popcorn cup.
No, that's not anything I'm putting in my mouth. So
no.
Speaking of things that I put to my mouth this weekend, oh man! So okay, earlier this week, I went to like this little Mexican run place to get some food, and nothing against Mexicans or anything, but Mexicans shouldn't be making sushi. I had sushi at a Mexican run restaurant.
Oh, sounds interesting. I bet it was delicious and you didn't get sick.
Oh, it was absolutely delicious. I didn't get sick, but I had the shits for like 3 days.
Yeah. That sounds about right, bro.
Bro, man.
What do you remember what you ate? Like what kind of soup did you get? Like California rolls or
Philly rolls or something.
yeah.
Yeah, something basic. And they, and the tuna that they or the salmon or whatever kind of fish it was, its texture was like rubbery. Fish should not have rubbery texture.
No.
Fish should be like flaky.
And it should be flaky or really, really soft.
And melt in your mouth type of thing, not rubber. Exactly. I will never eat at this place again. And I've had $5 sushi from a gas station that was okay. That didn't make me sick. Like, I went to a Flying J gas station that had a sushi place in it for $5 sushi, and it was good.
Bucky's sushi.
Man, if Bucky's served sushi, that'd be top of the line. Gonna give me some beaver nuggets and some sushi.
Don't give me any ideas. They're gonna do it.
No, I'd eat
Bucky's has everything.
Bucky's has Bucky's has everything. Oh my god, I love.
You got yourself a Bucky's t-shirt.
I got a Bucky up in. I got a little Bucky pillow. I got a Bucky plush. I got like Bucky tins from like Bucky's mints all over the place around here.
Do you cuddle with it when you go to bed?
You guys don't have Bucky's on that over there. You have to come down south and see Bucky's.
No, literally. Never seen a Bucky's. I know about what Bucky's is.
But you haven't been to one
super gas station.
Have you been? Oh, it's more than that.
It's like Walmart gas station.
Yeah, and it's as if a super Walmart fucked a gas station and had a baby.
And served Mexican sushi.
Well, no. So like literally, they have almost everything at a Bucky's. But no, so this place I went to, they had like the worst, nastiest sushi.
It sounds like they probably weren't taking care of the fish good enough, obviously, and they didn't keep it cold.
There are certain places that you shouldn't eat certain foods from. I should have said, you know what? I'm at a Mexican restaurant. Give me something with tortillas and beans, frijoles.
I'm going to sound a little bit, racist here, but I don't even really want to eat at a sushi place that has only white people.
Right.
Like I want my Asian authenticity in my sushi.
If it's not playing some sort of anime or chopsaki film on the TVs in there, and I haven't
really,
and have somebody
practicing karate in the corner.
When the waiter comes and takes your order, he's "How may I take your order?" And his mouth's still moving afterwards.
Bowing.
That's what I want. I want like a bad.
It's true, though.
I want a bad dubbed over waiter taking my order.
Honestly, with Chinese food too, or Thai food, I feel like that's what you're going for. I think is the culture. You too, the food's delicious, but also you want the culture. You want the whole experience. It's like Christmas without Santa Claus or something like that. It doesn't kind of like it's a Christian holiday, but like if they just abolished Santa, you'd be like, hey, like that's not cool.
Yeah. So Father's Day, my daughter-in-law, she came to me and she said, "What do you want for Father's Day?" I said, "Well,
Sydney Sweeney."
I said, "I wouldn't mind going to get some good sushi." Well, my
Sweeney sushi.
Yeah, sure. So I went and my daughter-in-law took me to this sushi restaurant. all you can eat sushi and buffet. Ooh, Japanese buffet sushi. Ooh, good stuff. Oh my god, they had a hibachi grill, all you can eat.
Yeah, yeah. I like all you can eat Asian food because I will eat a lot, and
Yeah.
I like the selection. What'd you get?
Well, I'm not a big boy like you, but I can sure put it down myself. So we said,
Easy, easy.
no, but I can put it down. I mean, so we sat down at that restaurant, right, and we got ourselves our drink, and I'm like asking the waitress how this works, and she says, "Well, we're gonna bring you your first thing," and I'm like, "My first thing," and she says, "Yeah." She brings this huge plate with these huge fucking lobsters right there. I mean, like huge lobsters. We're talking about saltwater mud bugs the size of like your arm.
Nice.
And
Have some hot butter with that
oh
lobster tail.
yeah,
Oh man,
yeah, hard garlicky butter. And that was more than just the tail; it was the full fucking lobsters, dude. They were huge. And like you can tell like they were like cold water grown, like
yeah.
really big. So we finished those off, then we went and got our plates and went down to the thing, and daughter-in-law, she ends up getting like a plate of sushi and like caviar. They have like the caviar there, all you could eat, and all you can eat sushi. And I'm like, oh my god, you're going with the rich girl dinner. No, I'm not used to eating like this. I like to go and get all you can eat, but I don't go to these really expensive places. Apparently, she didn't know that it was really expensive, and I'm like, they're serving caviar in the all you can eat area. Of course, it's going to be fucking expensive, mind you. I'm in Washington D.C. where I live, so like everything's kind of fucking expensive and like caters to like these rich politicians that eat there. And
Yeah. You see any celebrities?
if I did, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Um,
You
I,
know.
I I don't think I've ever tried caviar. I've had the opportunity to, but for some reason I don't know. Did you eat some? Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like it's pickled salmon eggs.
It looks like fish bait to me because I live over here on the West Coast, and we do a lot of fishing over here. We got lots of
Oh
ponds
yeah,
and
well it's the same
bass and
thing. It's the same thing. It's the same. It is pretty much. Go to your tackle shop and get yourself a little
yeah,
can of roe. It's the same thing.
exactly. Yeah.
It's just how it's pickled. It's how it's preserved. It's you know.
Don't eat your fishing tackle though, because it's not gonna be good. I guarantee you.
But
It looks good though, like
it's
right
it's
the
how it's
chartreuse
preserved.
colored little balls and the little pink, hot pink, caviar.
That's pretty much what it is.
It's like the candy.
It's how it's preserved, though. Yeah. The big issue is how the caviar is preserved.
I hope the censors are not wanting us to talk about caviar.
Why is that?
I don't know. We bleeped out there for a second.
Oh, you bleeped out. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Ah,
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Talk about fishing tackle.
yeah. So no, I had a lot of sushi finally, and made up for that. Made up for that bad Mexican sushi. It was pretty bad. It was. You know. So we come in, and by the time we're done eating, the woman puts the buffet receipt on the table for two people, me and my daughter-in-law. $150.
Ooh.
Oh my god, it was harsh. It was harsh. Like
Good thing you didn't get any, champagne or sake or anything like that. Yeah, that's $75 a person. That's pretty steep. Although I
All
will
you can
say
eat and
that,
all you can drink, dude. All you can
yeah,
eat and
that's
all
what I
you
was
can
gonna
drink.
say. If it's all you can eat, then that's not as bad as I was maybe expecting. Still pretty steep
I'm
though.
used to redneck all you can eat though,
Yeah, for like
redneck all you can eat,
$20.
$20 all you
Yeah,
can eat.
which is great. Hmm. Making me think about like barbecue. I want to like I always thought that I would open an all-you-can-eat barbecue place and have all the barbecue chickens and and corn on the cobs and all that stuff. Love that. That's probably my favorite type of food is just anything you find at a picnic. Why I'm so fat.
Yeah, everything at Politician Central's all you can eat. I'm not all you can eat, but really expensive. I mean, priced more than you can eat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one of
You
the
can't.
problems with living out here in DC. It's way too expensive.
Yeah. How much? Um. How much is it to is the fast food really expensive over there too? Because
Well,
uh,
fast food's about the same, but it's not like they jack the prices up. Okay, you're in Washington D.C. You're gonna get yourself a Big Mac. That's $100.
oh no.
No,
Well,
they're
I
not
mean,
doing that. They're not doing that.
at
No,
least over here they got like
it's
$12 Carl's Jr. burgers over here.
well, it's the same price. They're jacking up the prices because people's gonna pay for that. You get fat asses over there and everywhere. All the fat
No fat
asses in the
shaming.
ghetto. The fat asses in the ghetto. I'm not fat shaming. I'm just gonna what they're gonna put in their face shame. If you're gonna pay for it, you deserve to pay overpriced. That's what I say.
And then you pay for it with your health as well.
The way I figure it, there's people who are gonna buy shit. There are people who are gonna eat shit, and those people keep on loading that shit up in their mouth, and even if they know they can't afford it, and they're gonna, so they deserve to go broke, as far as I'm concerned. It's the same people who buy in like I tell my collectibles people this, they're always bitching. Oh well, the price of Magic the Gathering cards and Pokemon cards have gone up so high that it's so expensive to buy. Just to buy the four the four deck set that's coming out this year is going to be $400. That's $100 a set, and I'm like, yeah, well, then don't pay for it. Then they'll eventually lower the price by you not buying it.
And
But I need to buy it.
you're kind of being kind about that too, because I believe the other night we were seeing some that were like 700, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Man,
That's just too much.
that's because people are like I said, people are willing to pay for it. If you're willing to pay for it, then it's not too expensive. I say jack it up even more. When you say no, I'd rather not pay for it and I'd rather pay for my rent instead.
DJ's like, shut up. Don't say that.
Oh, he hates it when I say that too. Is I say that I tell his following that all the time. I get up on there, I'm like, don't be a commie. I tell everybody that don't be a commie. You don't need to afford everything. Just because you want it doesn't mean you have to have it.
That's
I
true.
want, I mean, there's a lot of things I want that I don't have.
And the marketing with Magic the Gathering, especially the marketing is genius because they just collaborate with everything under the sun, and then they're like, okay, Ninja Turtles now, and then the Hobbit now, and then
Well, they're owned by Hasbro. They're owned by Hasbro. The whole point is
there's
okay.
infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
They'll make a Magic the Gathering everything.
Well, they have.
They're gonna make a Barbie Magic the Gathering.
They are planning on it.
I don't doubt it.
But they're planning on doing a crossover. They just have to work with Mattel in order to do that. It might not be Barbie. It's probably going to be like Gem and the Holograms or something.
Anything really.
Barbie is Mattel. Magic the Gathering is Hasbro. But they're working on like those things. They got a Star Trek. They got Star Trek coming up. Now that they have the collaboration with Disney, you might see a Star Wars or something. Who knows? Bunch of bullshit. Cool. It's horrible. But people are still gonna buy it because they got that FOMO. like I said, if you
Yeah.
got the FOMO and you're willing to pay for it, don't bitch about it when it turns out that the price is going to be like $400 for a small set. And those collaboration sets are even more expensive than the regular sets and have less cards.
Yeah, I don't know about anybody else out there, but I have rent to pay and bills to pay, and I don't have a whole lot of $700 set aside for sets of cards. Just
Yeah. Well, not everybody does. Not everybody does. But when you do have rent to pay, always spend your money on something affordable. If you don't want to spend it on rent, I guess. Like you can always spend your money on some official KJ Cowboy Dan gear, where for 10% off, if you get 10% off if you type in the code KJCBD at checkout, where you can get a KJ Cowboy Dan coffee mug, a KJ Cowboy Dan t-shirt, a KJ Cowboy Dan beanie hat. Gonna be great for the up and coming winter after summer gets over with. Yeah, check it out over at the KJ Cowboy Dan gear shop.
yeah,
If you're gonna have FOMO and want to spend your money on something, at least you can afford that. I do have a $60 hoodie though, if you want to really spend your money.
I'd wear a KJ Cowboy Dan hoodie.
I have one in my gift shop. Haven't bought it, even it's too expensive for me.
Yeah, that's when you know life happens when you can't even buy your own merch.
When I made my merch shop, I sat there and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make stuff. It's gonna be like cool. Okay, well, I can't afford that. I'm gonna make it because I want it. I'm never gonna be able to afford to get it. So boom, make.
But you guys out there can. And so, help us out here, on the morning dive and Cowboy Dan by visiting his shop there and getting yourself a hoodie or a mug. Those mugs are pretty cool, actually. That's probably one of the things that I'll get is the mug.
Man,
That'll be my contribution.
Just recently made the official logo for the morning dive.
Yeah, I like it, man. It's got that early morning dive. Morning dive. It's got the cafe, old school cafe. Yeah, it looks good.
Kind of a ripoff of a certain logo,
which we won't mention, even though it's on the screen. Don't look at all the mugs, just us two.
The font is different. Come on, it's just the color and the shape.
I already ate breakfast, and that breakfast looks good. Still, I'd eat that right now.
No, but I updated it a little. That image on the screen is actually like not. I went through my editor a few times. I put it through the editor a few times. I said I want it to look like it's more like something that you're gonna find at a rundown decrepit Route 66 restaurant. So I kind of like put a like enamel feel to it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
It's got some rust in the corners.
It's got lacquer. It's like a wooden sign with like a clear coat lacquer on it.
No, I was thinking something more like like automotive feel. Like if you were to stop at one of those old Route 66 drive and coffee feel,
Yeah, like a trucker stop.
I'm gonna have it put on a coffee cup. I'm gonna make a few of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll get that mug too.
I'm gonna put them on a coffee cup. Got a few plans. I gotta redid all my logos and redid all my logos to kind of have like a more real world aesthetic.
Yeah. Speaking of coffee mugs, I don't know if you guys out there, what you like to drink in the morning, but I actually recently quit drinking energy drinks just because they're they're bad for you. They taste good, and all the sensors are gonna hate this, but uh, you might want to consider getting off the energy drinks and get something more natural like Dan's got a good energy drink for you that's a lot better for you. But those things like I had a Red Bull was my deal, and I couldn't go a morning without a Red Bull.
It's all right, ladies and gentlemen. We are sponsored by Prime Energy Drink. I want you guys to make sure that you give Logan Paul all your money today.
Oh
Prime.
my
Oh,
god!
sorry,
No.
I'm joking.
I don't know about you, but I just never, for some reason, I don't like those. They don't taste good to me. I don't. Do you like Prime?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It tastes weird to me.
I don't like Prime. I don't like Monster. I don't like Red Bull. I don't like any of those.
Yeah, it's all artificial.
I'm a
junk.
coffee guy. Sometimes I'll go and get like some of those supplemental protein drinks. I mean, we do the W Energy drink. We have them as a sponsor on our channel. We do W Energy drinks and whatnot, but like those are good. Little bit of that goes a long way, and you can choose how flavorful you want it, how much, whatever. It doesn't, like with W Energy drink, you don't get the jitters, you don't get the whatever. But
And you're adding it to water too.
no,
straight water, not straight corn syrup or something.
The thing about like W though is what I like about it is it's actually made from coffee extracts.
Yeah.
It's made from coffee extracts. It's not made from that stuff like the Monster Energy drink, where it's like all these different kind of alleged roots and whatnot. But I don't know. I just hate. I really hate energy drinks when it comes down to these Monster and Prime and whatever. People, I think the only reason why people drink them is because they're a name brand that everybody FOMOs over, and they have they sponsor everybody. Like a buddy of mine wants to get sponsored through Monster, and I was looking into it, and like for streamers to get sponsored by Monster, it's like an incredible ask. Like they want you to like 1 million followers just to get a Monster sponsorship.
Checks out. That's what I would guess.
Millions followers. It's like, if I had 1 million followers, do you think I need sponsorships? Legit, dude. No. If I had 1 million followers, I would not need sponsorships. I need sponsorships because I don't have 1 million followers.
And by the time you get that big too, you can choose too who your sponsors basically are going to be, because they want you already. They're just kind of maybe waiting for you to ask.
Yeah.
Or for them to offer.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So have you been keeping up with the media lately with they're allegedly releasing these UFO files?
I have heard something about it. I know that I've watched all the previous ones that came out in the last few years with all the Tic Tacs and black and white photos.
It's the same stuff over and over again. It's the
that's
same
what
stuff.
I'm guessing.
It's the same stuff. It's BS. And then
a bunch of blurry shots that you can't make out anything.
Blurry shots, and then they release documents that were all redacted. It's like, well, I thought you released the documents. Well, we released the documents, but they're redacted. But they're released.
They like to do that. They like to redact stuff. Seems like everything they come out with, we're not going to mention certain things, but everything they come out with is redacted, and they're like, we're going to release it, and then it's just a bunch of black lines.
Well, I just I just want to know about the aliens, man. I really don't care about anything else.
We're sci-fi aficionados.
The other guy, the redacted guy you're referring to, he died. He dead. Nobody cares about him no more. Come on, drop that topic and give me the aliens.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Nobody cares about.
I'd like to see just like a really just at least a half as good I'm sorry, twice as good, better, just visual of something that really can't be explained. Even if they just gave us one good one, um, that like that would keep people going and people would be talking about that, be all over. Um, what do you think? What do you think? They got it and they're just not giving it, or they just don't have it, and what do you think?
No, I just want to know whether or not whether or not my redneck brother was right, and I saw this thing crash in the middle of the desert in Roswell, Mexico. It was funky. He did the little green guys right over there. I want to know if he was crazy. That's all. I want to know, like, legitimately. Okay, if you're gonna release the files, like show me the pictures of the little green guy. Just let me know that 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 redneck Ed over there who saw the aliens. Let me know whether or not he was crazy. Just
And I grabbed my
just
shotgun and I
just
went out there, and then next thing I knew, woke up and my butt hurt.
yeah, come on, I mean, you know, don't beat
Yeah,
around the bush,
even something.
tinfoil, whatever. I don't care, for 80 years they've been like dancing around the topic. One minute, oh well, that's fake news, that was fake, this was fake, this was fake, oh that's real, but and then the people who are telling us that were real, turns out they were government plants to make us not know if the fake was fake or the real was real. And so like they keep on telling us one thing, telling us another. It's like, really. And then so like the thought process of them releasing these UFO files, it's like, is this another psyop? Yeah, left and right. Yeah, the UFO files are real. The UFO files are fake. The UFO files are real. Military general comes in, says it was fake. Another military general comes in and says it was real. Some NSA operative says it's real. Another NSA operative says it was fake. And then,
Yeah, they
uh,
have they have this
and it's
idea that society is not going to be able to handle
I don't even think
that.
that. I don't even think that. I think they use
Well,
it. That's not if you can
they
handle
think
it.
that
I don't even think they think that. They know that they know that's not true. They're
it's
using
not
the
true. No.
information to dick with you. Why do they keep on sending out government officers to tell you one thing, then tell you the next thing, and then tell you that's not because they don't think you can handle it. It's because they're dicking with you. They want to. It's when you see a magic trick, right? And somebody's saying, "Oh, this," but then look over here, it's different. Oh, is this your card over here? It's bullshit. It's not. They don't give a rat's ass if you can handle information or not. If you believe that, you were bought in by the psyop. That's how magic works. That's how magic works. Is show people like five different things and then go boom. All I care about is, did you make this guy look crazy just so that way you can get away with something? Come on, come on, come on. What hooker did you fuck? What politician fucked a hooker?
I think more than likely, there's things that also they're probably trying to cover up. There's on a little bit of a separate subject. I'm thinking that there's lots of technology that they're working with that that could possibly be blamed upon aliens, but also hopefully the government doesn't come after me. But I think that that they're working on weapons that they can launch from space to Earth. Lasers
We've been
and
talking about that since the 80s. Come on,
yeah,
that's
well,
old news.
but
That's old news.
I think that it's a lot of the things could be more explained in that fashion, and they're maybe trying to get you to look more at these old things and be like, "Oh, don't look at the sky. Don't study what we're doing in space right now. Study."
They're open about that. That's old news. Like the space laser. Did you hear? So like this thing that they've been working on since the '80s. They finally just released it, and they released the information like about 8 years ago. And you hear all these people talking about the Jewish space lasers, right? So, but it's actually legitimately a thing that they have this laser that when they detect a missile that goes off, they can just shine it at the missile and its in its path, and they've had it for a long time, and it deactivates the missile. And it's part of that whole Golden Globe or whatever, Platinum Globe, and we have our own version of it. A couple of countries have their own version of it. They've been working on it since the Ronald Reagan days, and they've been very open about it. A lot of people's like, no, it's a conspiracy theory, but the fact of the matter is they've been very open about it. They released information about it in the Freedom of Information Act in the early 2000s, and when it comes down to the Space Force, we directly under the first Trump administration started our first space military, and NASA was kind of like the precursor to that, and the Cold War was a precursor to that, and it was very open about it. Like all this stuff that people think is conspiracy theory has been on the books for a long time. Uh, a lot of the conspiracy theorists are looking at old news, like legit old news. And we have a law in the books in the United States that says if you invent something and there's any potential military use, it doesn't belong to you and you can't patent it. It belongs to the United States government. That's a law in the United States government books. It's been that
That's
way.
not fair.
No, it's a law, you know. That's why
Of course it
telephones.
is.
That's why telephones are always going obsolete as soon as you buy it, because they it's a slow what they call a slow release plan, planned obsolescence, and it's a big reason why a lot of conspiracy theories are conspiracy theories. Is and people think that, oh, we're using alien tech. No, it's just somebody invented something that's very OP, and the government is slowly trying to figure out what they can use out of it and what they can't use out of it. So, like with cell phone technology and tablet technology and computer technology, it's been like very OP since like even the '80s. That's the reason why now you're starting to see a slowdown in the releases of better technology with computers, with the exception of AI stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm surprised that they're even allowing us to be able to use this much.
well,
There's not a whole lot they
that's
can do
because
about it. But
that's because they don't need it anymore. They've what we're using is nerfed down. They don't need it. You know what they're giving us to use and what they allow for patent usage is they don't need it.
which is scary to think about. That they're just like, oh well, all this stuff that you guys think is so cool. Like we're done with it. It's we're way past that now.
Right. Well, think about it, right? The hierarchy of tech. I mean, you have that little laptop in front of your desktop or whatever you're using, and fucking Walt Disney has like a building that is set up as a server room, and they have like the top of the line stuff. They Walt Disney crushed Sora just so they can own their AI, and that's nothing in comparison to the technology that is currently being used for military purposes, that or at least being engineered to the point where, okay, we need this, we can use this is good for airplanes, this is good for defense, this is good for this, and okay, this is just standard stuff, we can actually use this, and this doesn't matter if we then they recently they passed a law where they're slowly removing AM radio stations. You hear about this? Happened about early 2000s, and like, so as AM radio stations are going out of business, you see less and less of those, and they're trying to get the AM frequencies so that way they can use them for military purposes, because AM has a for the reach.
So what's good? What's to stop local citizens from tapping into those frequencies and just using the AM frequency? Are they going to be able to
Well, we're not going to talk
that
about that
somehow?
here. We're not going to talk about that here. We're not going to talk about what people do to break laws here. We'll nip that in the bud right now. But we'll talk about what the government does when it comes down to holding the technology to that people are thinking is UFO tech. That's what we can talk about. But we're not going to talk about how people break laws.
Well, don't break the law, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. But yeah, all that stuff that people think is UFO tech is really not. Most likely there is no UFO tech. They just use or UFOs or green guys from outer space. It's just a bunch of people in the government who don't want you to know about technology that's currently being tested on. That's pretty much it.
Man, so the whole Supergirl thing is just really it's blowing up online.
No.
I can't even go through my feed without it just taking over. So many people, are posting those memes. One of the things, the reason why I think it's happening so much today is that I think yesterday that Millie Alcock was at the world premiere.
Oh yeah, the Supergirl thing. I'm kind of over it. I don't know about you, but everybody, people who are wigging about the Supergirl thing, like I said earlier, they're on a bandwagon. Pretty much as long as they want to piss people off and they want you to keep talking about it. That's why I'm over it. They want you to keep talking about it. They keep on trying to piss people off. I'm not going to play that game.
Well, they're doing a good job.
Of course they are. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's what I said earlier. Get an ugly woman to play a hot girl. That's the MO. But that's
son of a.
Like I said, you got the fucking the Neanderthal from Land of the Lost playing Supergirl. But we've already covered that. We don't need to cover that a second time.
Keep your Supergirl off my feed.
You can always block the people who are posting it. That's what I've always been telling people.
There's too many of them.
So,
also another thing, I don't know if you follow sports at all, but soccer is going on.
What is soccer?
You don't know what soccer is?
No, I watch football. I'm an American.
Football?
I don't watch like foreign sports.
Well, we do have our USA team that's doing pretty good.
USA football, like the Steelers, the Rams.
Man, you sound like a weekend dad for sure right now. Anyhow, see here. What else we got?
The only thing good about that that the Europeans are coming to the United States is they're sitting here, they're coming and they're checking out their food. Have you been watching that whole situation with the Buc-ee's and everybody like going to Buc-ee's and In-N-Out Burger and
doing what?
Tasting the food, like Europeans, if you haven't seen these Europeans coming for prepping.
I saw some young guys
they're all over the place
trying fast food for the first time. Some of our stuff.
Fast food, yeah, but you like it goes across the board from fast food to like steakhouses. Like I was watching this Frenchman came in, he went to a steakhouse and he's like a French chef. and he was talking about how like he's friends with Gordon Ramsay, and Gordon Ramsay, a Brit, has told him pretty much American food's like not good. And he went to the steakhouse, and he came out after doing like a whole video on eating there, and he said pretty much American food is better than anything they have in all of Europe. And this is a like 4-star chef from France. Wild.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm imagining it checks out pretty. I've looked at some of the European cuisine, and I was not impressed.
It's hard to be impressed.
I didn't even have to taste it. I mean, beans on toast, whoopee. Doesn't sound good to me, really. Maybe it is. Is beans and toast good? You guys, if you're out there, throw something in the chat and tell me if I'm wrong. I'll admit it. I like bean juice, though. Speaking of, have morning coffee.
See, the thing about the British cuisine, it's not the beans on toast. That's actually come on. Everybody grabs a little bit of bread and dunks it in their baked beans or whatever.
You do? I don't.
Everybody grabs a little bit of bread, and then use that little bean sauce on your bread. Otherwise, it's like, what are you going to do with that sauce? Get yourself a sandwich, a little hot dog sandwich. Dunk that in there.
I'll tell you this: I have to have like bread with my spaghetti. If I'm eating spaghetti, I have to have some garlic bread because I love just putting it on the bread. I know a lot of I don't know if other people do that, but growing up, I always just like taking a bite and putting it on the garlic bread and eating it. It's like pizza. It's like spaghetti pizza.
Well, a lot of people do that. That's kind of like the point, right? I just want to say, hey, thanks, Scotty, for clicking like on the Twitter side of the show. Right on, Scotty, and the Twitter side. Right on. We also had the Theta of Nerd Archaeology share out our show for today. Thank you, Theta.
Yeah, buddy.
Over on the Twitter side, keeping it busy on the Twitter side. You know what's going on over in the world? I was talking to a few people about and regarding the whole Europeans and whatnot, and they're coming over here. Like, I'm not a big soccer fan. I don't watch soccer. I feel like it's a sport I can't get into, but I really like watching these Europeans come over here and try American food. And then they had these like a whole bunch of people like going in, like they've been checking out the food, the Buc-ee's, the fast food, the sit down restaurants. Then friggin' CNN did a whole report saying that like lying straightforward. They were lying, and they said, oh well, these American businesses are changing their cuisine just to fool the Europeans that are coming over to visit. Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Straightforward. No, it's not. They're just lying. It's not conspiracy. They're lying. Like saying they showed one of the videos that CNN showed was this woman eating at having done a review of eating at In-N-Out Burger, and they said, oh well, that's actually just an American actress who is pretending and started up a YouTube channel just to promote American propaganda. I'm like thinking to myself, really? This CNN hates America so bad that they're going to lie about some woman who's from the UK, and like all her videos on TikTok were because people went and verified all this woman's videos from TikTok were UK videos, except for one where she came to the United States for a visit and then had friggin' In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger's good.
Yeah, but these people tried to say that businesses like In-N-Out Burger were changing their menu just so that way people can do these reviews and have fake entertainers, fake accounts to do fake videos about how they like American food.
Yeah,
This was
I don't
CNN.
know.
This was CNN. This was CNN.
I feel like we're getting further and further away from news and getting more into just like what you're saying. They're just giving us things that they think are interesting.
Well, they want you to they want to propagandize. All right, so it's like if it sells, like I mean, look at like Jimmy Kimmel, like over the last couple of
Oh,
years.
I don't
Like,
want to look at Jimmy Kimmel.
no, you don't want to look at Jimmy Kimmel, but like his whole show like was turned into like, I'm gonna tell you a joke. I'm gonna put up the applause sign, and you're going to applaud and make it look like my joke was funny, even though it wasn't. And that turned into a really big thing where like the media is like wanting you to believe that something is something else. And we have that with the UFOs, we have that with the soccer people, coming here to the Europeans, and we have that with Disney and and the whole movie that we were talking about with a particular girl of superness. And we're moving one step closer and closer to believe what I say, or don't believe anything at all.
I've always found that whatever, how do you say that? Just a light display where it says, clap or whatever sign. Um,
Applaud.
Yeah, applaud. I've always found that to be really creepy. More of a only a thing that should have ever been used, in those 70s, 80s, and 90s sitcom shows where it worked then to a certain degree, but not a political fueled late
No,
night
it's
television
more than
show.
politics. So it's not just politics that they're in a political standing point. It's more than just that, right? It's they use it in order to sell product. Like,
And
okay, so
consume more. Yeah,
yeah,
consume product and then get excited for new product.
none of this is about nothing's ever about politics. All these people are saying politics this, politics that, but that's why I don't as I told you in the past, I don't believe in politics, or at least talking about politics, because it's not politics. It's about sales. It's about sales. Who can make the money off of the stuff? Where the technology is going, where the who's spending money. And it comes down to like, they're like, oh well, you can't come to America because America's got bad food. You can't do this because America bad, right? But you look at it and you're like, okay, it's not America bad. They're trying to sell. Why are they attacking In-N-Out Burger? Why do they attack Chick-fil-A? And then like some people are like, oh well, they're Christian places. They don't like the trans people. They don't like the gay people. They don't like what? Well, your money's just as good. They're going to take your money. It's not about that. It's not about politics. It's not about any of that other stuff. It's about how the money is being pushed in one direction or another, right? So it's like it's all about the monies. They're selling a friggin' Supergirl cup that looks like a penis. And it's either why are they doing that? It's not because they want to sell. First of all, they know some people's gonna buy it because it looks like a penis. Other people are gonna buy it because because it looks like a penis. And you got the meme. Gotta buy the cock cup.
What's funny is that's one of the things, the if anybody's ever seen this picture, it's too gross looking, I think, for even Twitter, for people to post on there. They don't want to post it because it looks so gross on their profile. So as much as that's a funny thing that's out there right now, that's one of the things I haven't been seeing since it got released, because I haven't even done it.
Oh,
People that are
people's been posting it all over the place. I've been
I haven't
seeing
seen
it.
it very much.
Like I've seen it all over the place. Even Clownfish TV, they did a whole video on it. Clownfish TV did a whole video on it. Like it is like one of the most frightening pieces of product placement that you're gonna get.
It is. It is. I won't even do it, and I'm a head case.
It's one of the most frightening pieces of product placement you're going to get. And this, I do believe we're going to have to end our show because I do believe you have to get going here. But when it comes down to product placement, Masters of the Universe, a movie that's apparently flopping big time in the box office because they're pulling out for the, you pull out for the first week. The rest of the monies don't really matter in the long
You
run.
only pull out on the first week.
We pull out on the first week, right? So,
Okay.
so like they get the money, they get the prices for the first week, and Master of the Universe flopped. They're projecting Supergirl to flop, probably because of the Rachel Ziegler effect. They keep on opening their mouths, the actors and actresses, and what they're predicting is for the first time in history, you're going to see a psychological thriller or a horror movie actually be one of the top grossing movies. They're saying that The Backrooms is going to be one of the top grossing movies this year. It's going to be one of the first times in history that, like, literally one of the highest grossing movies is going to be a horror thriller. Yeah. And Steven Spielberg's movie kind of bombed. It didn't make back the money that they had hoped it would make. It broke even. They made more than what they spent on it, but it didn't make the money that they hoped it would make on it. And I've heard not very good things. You were on a show where they kind of like were being very nice about it, but still it wasn't very good. No movie has succeeded this year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And speaking of movies and speaking of releases, there was one thing that I wanted to bring up that what happened in 1989 on this date today. Today is the 23rd of June. In 1989, the movie Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, starring Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, premiered. So
we
so in 1989, you watched it on this day.
No, I probably watched it a week later. I never hardly ever back to then watched the movie on opening day. I was too young. You're too young to care, but I did watch it in theaters just a couple weeks ago. If you guys want to check out one of my chat and chill shows, recently I had done a show that went a little offhand, but we were talking about Batman, and it's an entertaining episode. Everybody derailed. Eventually went down to bat nipples and a little bit further. We had Miss Sparkles on the show with us. We love her, and a few of our other friends. I think Cypax was there too. I'm not certain about who was with us on that day, but it was one of my derailed shows. You guys got to check it out. Anyhow, I've been KJCowboyDan here with Headcase. Any last words, Headcase, before we close everything out?
No, just make sure you eat at a good sushi place.
Make sure you eat at a good sushi. Don't eat at Mexican sushi. You're not going to appreciate it. And if you need something to wash that sushi down, make sure that you get some Dubby energy drink with the Dub Sludge. One little scoop will do you. It is a natural coffee supplement. Now, every single purchase of Dub Sludge goes to help the channel. Natural coffee supplement. It is healthy. It is better than energy drinks. It is not something that will make your heart go have the jitters and make you wish that you didn't. have anything. You need something to put that W energy drink in, get yourself a Live with KJ Cowboy Dan coffee mug. The coffee mug, very mug that I'm using right now with my coffee. Today, have a little bit of a coffee with amaretto in it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So make sure you use the code KJCBD26 to get 10% off of your purchase. Every little bit helps the channel. That's right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the channel, go to Throne, where we have some items that I have on my wish list that are crowdsourceable. Anything that you need to get me to the next level, get my channel to the next level, get my collaborators to the next level, will be there in crowdsourceable material, including potential content things like comic books for me to open, cards for me to open, all live on screen. Anything. If you want to send a gift to me, and I can open that on stream and give you a shout out as well. Don't forget about sharing financially on the channel. We do need to pay for a stage, and so go to ko-fi.com/KJCowboyDan or click on the little thing right there, and you too can donate to the channel. We do not accept super chats yet, and we are not monetized here on the channel. So it does help us, well, pay for the stage and a few other things.
And give you, good morning show. We're
And
doing this for you guys right now.
find me on YouTube, and find Headcase on YouTube as well. Go, I'll let Headcase say where he's at on the YouTubes here. Give us your little goodbyes.
Yeah, so I got to go to work. But I really appreciate everybody stopping by, people that give views and likes, and at KJ Cowboy Dan. I'm trying to build my channel up, and we're doing lots of new things. We're on in the mornings on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I'll be here along with KJ Cowboy Dan. And you can find me over on Twitter at The Real Headcase. And you can also find me at The Real Headcase or Headcase on YouTube. Please give me a follow and a like.
Yeah. So give them a follow and like over on the YouTubes, over on the Twitters, go all the socials that you can find the Real Headcase at. You'll notice him by the radioactive dripping oozy skull. That's right. Make sure you give that follow. Next Friday, we will be hanging out at the same time. It'll be 11 o'clock Eastern, and I guess that's 8 o'clock Pacific. So
8 a.m.
join us next week for that. And I will be talking about a few things that's been going on in my neck of the woods, particularly about a couple of movies that are coming out, and we'll be staying away from the Supergirl movie. There's a couple of the movies that's on the topic for next week. That topic may end up changing, but I do believe we're going to be talking about a couple of the movies that are coming out soon. One of which being The Back Rooms. So,
okay.
We want to talk about the movie everybody's expecting to be good, the YouTuber driven films.
We got a surprise guest right at the end here trying to say hello to us.
Yo, hey, DJ Play Nice popping into the room right when we're calling it an afternoon. Thank you for popping in. Salute to you. Yes. So thank you for joining us here today. I've been KJ Cowboy Dan. This is Headcase. We had a lot of fun talking about just a random chat and chill morning stuff while I drink my coffee, and absolutely do the things that DJ Play Nice tells you to do. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Show the love. Reload when it ends. Leave a comment. It only takes a couple of moments to say something nice, and we will comment back. I go and reply to every comment when somebody comments on one of the shows. It just helps in the algorithm. It also helps me know that I'm, not doing too bad. Just hanging out with you guys, though, here on the YouTube, on the Twitter, on the Kick. Thank you for joining us. Here is our theme song, and we had a good day. We'll see you on Friday with another episode of A Morning Dive and a Coffee.
Have a good day, guys.
Wake up screaming through the neon haze, another sunrise in the end of days. Jihadic frequencies hits just right, with the head in a jar, we're feeling alright. Broadcast signal bending space and time, coffee fueled chaos on the morning line. From the cartoon realm to the cyber sky, we're diving head first while the satellites cry. Steel and static, blackened chrome, the future's broken, but we're still home. Morning dive and a coffee, fuel the machine and ignite the day. Morning dive and a coffee, surfing the timeline all the way. Ghosts in the signal, fire in the wire, Java in our veins, turn the frequency higher. Morning dive and a coffee, dive into the madness and start the day. Head case glows with a radioactive grin, nuclear colors dripping from within. Industrial heartbeat pounding through the screen like a synthie nightmare from a fever dream. Cowboy Dan signal cuts across the years, laughing at paradoxes and our fears. From future wastelands to a retro sunrise, we're chasing tomorrow through electric eyes. Coffee static, coffee static, coffee static. Satellites, cartoon gods, and radio waves burning through the night. Morning dive and a coffee, the future's awake and we're leading the fight. 1,000 years ahead, one cup at a time. Dive deep, drink up, static fades, synth echoes.